Samsung unveiled a new device for the Indian market, M-series device. Now, we talked about this series in the past. This is now the S version of the M-series. We have the M30s, which is going to pack in a 6,000 milliamp hour battery. So they're going down the same path here. The monster battery life. And I really think that this transition has a lot to do with the smartphone becoming the main screen or the only screen for people. Like, people are just increasingly not interacting with devices as much, like this one in front of me, laptops, desktops, and now the phone is becoming the place you start the day, finish the day, eat lunch. It's the phone screen is the screen. And so manufacturers are recognizing that they can differentiate more effectively by saying, okay, this is the type of battery life you're going to get, as opposed to just like, look how thin this is. Obviously, battery technology advancing as well, allowing this to take place. Now, this M30s is going to clock in at 8.9 millimeters thick and weigh 188 grams. So even though it's got a 6,000 milliamp hour battery, it's not like crazy fat or crazy heavy. It's going to have an estimated battery life of 29 hours video playback, 49 hours voice calls, and 131 hours of music playback. Now, the most interesting characteristic there, if it happens to be true, they're going to put their specification up high. If they're actually able to deliver close to 30 hours of video playback, stop and think about that for a minute. I mean, when's the last time you watched 30 hours of video in a day? Now, as we know, video playback is one of the most intensive usage scenarios for a smartphone. If it can do 30 hours of video playback, this might not even be a daily charge. This might be a couple day type of charge situation. So I am happy to see these enhancements in battery life from the big manufacturers. Now, this M30s, we're not going to see it in North America, but it could be an indication of an attention from two of the world's biggest smartphone manufacturers, that we're going to start to see bigger battery counts on our smartphones, flagship or otherwise. Some other specs on this particular device: 6.4-inch S AMOLED Infinity U display. So it does have a tiny little U-shaped notch in there, probably the smallest notch you can have if you're going to have a notch. Similar, in fact, to like the pinhole cutout on the new Note series, because it is symmetrical, although this is U-shaped. Infinity, who knows what they're calling all these things these days. It'll also have 15-watt fast charging. So there you have it. That's Indian exclusive, I think, for now, the M series. But maybe we'll see some options like this emerge for other markets. 6,000 milliamps, so 4,000 milliamps on the Max iPhone, 6,000 milliamp hour on the M30s. What do you say, Will? Battery life?
I think if they're gonna, upgrade battery, they can either just make it bigger right now or charge faster. And if they can do both, it's great. But at this point,
you're going somewhere right now.
Yeah.
You got something for us here.
Well, bigger is better.
Willie do. Ladies and gentlemen, Willie do. No, he's right, though.
If it can last for over a day, just
right.
media consumption, yeah, I mean, it's great.
Right.
I think with the weight, more productivity, longer lasting, I think it's more
These are
important
good.
than
These
weight.
are good things.
Yeah.
For a guy like you, these are good things.
Of course.
What a time to be alive. Haven't said that in a bit.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we got long battery life. And that's what a lot of people wanted. What do we do when these things they get to a point, it's like 3 days battery? Like, people don't put these things down. It's just, maybe they watch this show more. So I'll be fine with that.
Yeah, back to back.
Anyhow, yeah, tremendous battery life and fast charging. Good note from Will there, because on yesterday's episode, we were talking about that new, was it Oppo or Vivo? Oppo?
Reno Ace?
A new Oppo device, the Reno Ace. They were showcasing 65-watt charging, full charge, 4,000 milliamp hour in 30 minutes.
30 minutes, yep.
So it's like fast charging, gigantic batteries. We're juiced up. What a time to be alive. I'll say it again.